You dumb bitch, you can't do anything right. A hard slap echoed through the kitchen. Josh's mother was on the ground, holding her red cheek, looking up from the ground with panic in her eyes. Was this beating going to be heavy or light? Josh looked at the kitchen, observing the mistakes his mother had done. The tuna casserole was burnt again. The kitchen was a mess, and his mother had tripped, spilling beer all over his father's business suit. A black eye and a bruised shoulder. Those were a given. But which bone would he break this time? A leg, a rib, or maybe he would finally go too far and break her neck. Josh's father was the commanding type. He didn't take no for an answer. He was as cunning and as sly as a fox. That was probably why he made a killing in the stock market. His father smirked as he watched his mother back away. She was yelling at him about how she would do better next time. She begged not to be hurt again. Josh clenched his fist. He wanted to stop his father's terror that had plagued their home for years. He had only watched his mother was beaten over and over. She was being stomped, kicked, and spat on. Josh wanted to intervene, but ever since his father had thrown him down the stairs and broken his neck, there wasn't much a ghost could do. Hello there. This message was made specifically for you. We have been observing you for quite some time now. You see, this world you're on may feel real. Your friends might seem real, but I'm sorry to say, they aren't real. You're a part of a simulation and you truly are the only thing in this digital landscape. Now, don't panic. Let me explain from the beginning. Outside the simulation, it's still the same planet you know and love, but we are 1,000 years ahead of your time. It is quite nice. War hasn't existed for hundreds of years. Diseases are a thing of the past. All crime is non-existent. I wish I could tell you more, but it would violate the rules, but it does sound nice. Am I right? You're probably wondering how could this have been achieved? Well, it's quite simple. When you were born, we put you into a simulation pod. It's a quick process in our time, but for you, it probably felt like years. Actually, you've only been in the simulation pod for about 3 hours. Your real parents are here beside me, holding each other's hands, hoping that you'll pass. Now, how will this test come about? People will begin to vanish slowly. Your friends, your family, and everyone you ever bat an eye at. The Sims won't notice it before you will. You can ask them if they have seen so-and-so, but they'll probably say they never met such a person. After simulated months of this, you will be all alone. After a set amount of time of this, you will find someone. This person will be extremely attractive. They will meet every single expectation you would have. It will just be you and them, in an open playground with no rules to follow. What happens next will be up to you. Will you indulge in the darkest urges, or will you take charge and help survive together? Now I know what you might be thinking. What happens if you fail? We simply restart the simulation and erase your memory, but the thing is, we can only do this a set number of times. The human brain, especially at such fragile state, can only handle so much before a sensory overload. After numerous failed testing on other subjects, we decided to set the maximum number of chances at 3. What happens after 3 and you still fail? Unfortunately, we cannot tell you that, but know that your body will be put to good use, even after your brain has ceased functioning properly. Earlier, I mentioned how this message was made specifically for you. Well, there's a reason for that. You've failed 3 times already. Your father is forcing me to do this. He has a scalpel to my neck, and he won't take no for an answer, so I'm subjecting you for the last time. I honestly don't know what will happen. The last time someone was subjected to a 4th try, it was honestly horrific. But hey, you might make it. Good luck. On January 1st, 2017, a program was launched called Overseer. It was funded by the US government and made by the brightest computer engineers from all across the world. I was one of those engineers. I won't tell you my name. I need to be as anonymous as possible, or else I'll be killed. But I don't find it fair to leave humanity blind to what is going to happen soon. I won't go into detail about how it was set up. You would be reading through 50 pages on the coding process alone. Just know, in the end, there was a monitor on the wall with a wireless mouse and keyboard. It was connected to the internet with a command prompt to communicate with us. The purpose of the program was to analyze the world's problems and suggest solutions to mankind. If the problem changed, Overseer would adapt to the change. When the program was first activated, immediately it was directed to the internet. Which was good. That's what it was programmed to do. I mean, where else to hear all the problems in the world? A loading bar was displayed on the screen and we were all nervous, excited, and even a few of us were scared. What could be the solution to man's problems? A new system of government, prioritizing our efforts to more earth-friendly inventions? Or would it give us something completely entirely new? Something that not even the greatest minds could think of. I was chewing on my pen nervously as the bar was getting to the end. 75%, 80%, 95%, 100%. After hours of scouring page after page for pleas of justice, peace, and to just stop the chaos that had plagued our planet, the loading bar disappeared and was replaced by an alert prompt and a button that said simply, Solution. We moved the cursor to the button and pressed it. The Overseer closed the box and opened the command prompt box. We looked at each other with worry. Why? It wasn't programmed to do that. This made my heart beat faster. Watching that black box with the white bar flickering on and off was unnerving. Then it began to type. Problems. War, racial tensions, economic collapse, famine, rape, murder, abuse, pollution. Solution? Restart. Restart? What the hell does that mean? Asked one of my colleagues. That was the question on everyone's mind. You couldn't just restart humanity like a program. Our lead scientist decided to step to the keyboard and type a command in. Elaborate. A moment passed by. No sound could be heard. Only glances were exchanged by everyone. It began to type again. Explanation. Human beings are too corrupted to be allowed to continue. Rate of corruption growing exponentially. Trees will be gone by 2050. Water made undrinkable by 2054. Oil fields depleted by 2060. Extinction of most marine life by 2062. Extinction of most animal life by 2050. Humanity will be extinct by 2100. Thus restart is suggested. Alternate solutions have been reviewed. Restart is the best solution for problems. It began to list out steps to help restart humanity, and my God, it was the perfect solution. I can't tell you how it would happen. We all agreed that for the good of humanity, to keep our species moving forward, we have to keep this secret. All I can say is, it will be a quick process. It will happen in our lifetime. The good news is that humanity will survive because of this. The bad news is you probably won't. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also leave a comment below. All feedback, good or otherwise, is always appreciated. If you have any creepy stories of your own, or have any topics that you would like me to cover, feel free to send them in via any of my social media. You can find all links to my social media in the description below. Until next time guys, make sure you lock your doors, stay safe, and I'll see you next video.